of hard work, was it?
It was in the instance I think we were probably 3 for 30, and then every time we got a little bit of a partnership going, we just lost that wicket. But whilst we had the partnerships going, I think it was quite good and easy to tick on. The outfield was lightning fast, and the ground's so big it felt like we were getting enough twos, and the odd boundary that it was ticking over. I think it was the wickets that were hurting us. But I think we'd done the hard work in terms of restricting Sri Lanka to 226 on that wicket, which I thought was a phenomenal effort.
So you thought that was pretty much a gettable score?
Yeah,
on those conditions?
Yeah, we were certainly very confident. As I said, I think we fell behind the 8 ball a little bit just with our wickets, but knowing that we back quite deep and just had to hang in there and try and produce a couple of partnerships. But I thought to knock over Sri Lanka as well as we did, I thought it was a really complete bowling performance by our boys today. Done.
A few sweeps and reverse sweeps came out today. Is that something you've, as a group, been working on through the series, I guess?
I'm the only one who's been working on my reverse sweep and sweep, but I'm sure the other boys have been working on some different things. So you just need options, don't you, here? There's no doubt that there's some clever bowlers in that team, and you need to be able to mix things up and change the field a little bit when you need to.
George, you've had an excellent year in one day cricket. What do you put that down to, and how do you assess your game at the moment?
I don't know really what to put it down to. Just hitting my peak, I guess, at the right age. Though maybe I've got a few years left. Watching Dilshan run around today, he still looked in nice touch with the bat, and he still moves phenomenally well, doesn't he? So is he 39? So 6 years left for me. That's okay. Don't know, bit of luck. I think this will sound really silly, but just trying to relax a bit more and enjoy it. Probably a better balance off the field. I know what it feels like to be out of the team or on the outer of the team, and I know the worst case scenario if I don't score runs is I'm back to that feeling. So I'm just trying to make sure I enjoy every second with this team that I can.
You've scored big runs in India previously. You've done well in the innings early this year, and again here, sort of similar subcontinental type crickets. Do you enjoy playing in these kind of things?
I love the challenge. There's no doubt about that. It's obviously very different to playing in England. It's very different to playing at home, and it's lovely to. I find it a great thrill to be able to test yourself and to come up with new shots and to come up with different ways to combat the different things that are thrown at you. I think that's one of the things we're very fortunate to have in the sport, is that we get conditions that are very different. A lot of, I guess, a football field or a soccer pitch is relatively similar, but the conditions are so different on each and every cricket wicket. That's one of the great things about the game.
How did you assess David as captain? When you've been in that position before, where you come in as an interim captain, it's a bit like borrowing your friend's car. You don't know whether you want to take it for a run or just be careful you don't ding it. So how did you see? What did he bring that was different, and how did you sort of react?
I think he's a natural leader. I think he's always been a leader in terms of the way he plays the game. A lot of the things that we talk about as a team, and Buff has always talked about it, driving the game and playing the game aggressively and taking the game on. You're talking about Davey Warner when you do that. So certainly, the conversations that I was privy to when he was talking to the bowlers, he's really clear and direct. Keeps things simple. They're all pretty good things to have as a skipper. We're taking wickets, so that always keeps you happy as a captain. Took most of our catches, so it's a nice welcome to him. But I think he's going to be, as I said, I think he's a really natural leader. I think it suits him. It obviously brought out the best in his cricket in the IPL, and he's getting really, really hungry and angry for some runs, which is an exciting thing for us to see as well.
He was having a few chats with you out there during the course of the bowling innings as a former captain yourself. Is your leadership, your insight pretty valuable to him?
No, I think as much as anything, it's in my opinion, it's just so that he can verbalise what's going on in your head. And Wadey, Finchy, myself, Sauce, all the bowlers have now played enough games, or certainly all our quicks, where they know what they sort of want as well, and we'll keep giving him as many options as we can, and he can discard them as he sees fit. But certainly I know that the times that I've captained, I'd much rather have too many ideas coming at me and I can get rid of the ones than when no one's coming up at all. That's normally the sign that things aren't going your way. But I don't think we were coming up with anything that was too radical. It was more just letting Bull talk through what his plans were, and they were pretty much always on the money.
George, you made a reasonably big change to your technique last Australian term, which I know you don't like talking about in too much detail. But was there anything this time around, or was this more just about reinforcement what you've been doing the last few months?
Yeah, I have no issues talking about it. I just I don't think it's as radical as people think when I break it down. But anyway, no, not really. I mean, I think you make little adjustments, as I said, on different wickets and on different surfaces, and you might bat in a different spot or do something different with your feet, but that's more part and parcel of who you're facing and what the wicket's doing, and I think you find most batters do that throughout the course of an innings or a series anyway.